morning. Today I am so excited because we are going on a food tour through El Poblado in Medellin, Colombia. The coffee culture is a huge thing here in Colombia. It's actually their national drink. And they're the third largest exporter of coffee beans in the entire world, only behind Brazil and Vietnam. And unfortunately, most of the best beans aren't going to the locals here. They're being exported. So you're not always getting the best quality of coffee like you're used to abroad. However, Pergamino does things a little differently. Hola. Gracias. Perfecto.
We ordered the V60 coffee drink, which is a pour-over coffee. And the reason we order this and have for the last year is because when we were traveling in Cambodia, there's an amazing coffee shop owner who told us we need to get a ton of work done, which is always that we should order the V60. So to this day we do that, and it is the only coffee that neither Alicia or I put milk in.
One of the main reasons that we love Pergamino Cafe is for their sustainability in the coffee industry here in Colombia. They're trying to keep the good beans here in Colombia, and they have over 600 allied farmers where they ensure that they're paying fair and high wages, which we love. Cheers! Now that we have our caffeine for the day, it's time to eat.
Also, if you love animals, just about everywhere here in Medellin and Colombia is pet friendly, so all kinds of animals.
There we go, there's an actual entrance. We are at Mondongo's, which is a really popular chain restaurant here that serves some delicious Colombian food. So we're gonna try a couple dishes. This work here behind me is a Fernando Botero, which is a famous artist here from Colombia. His work is displayed in Plaza Botero, which we went to last week. So it's really cool to see his work here. Gracias.
I thought he was going to give us 2 plates with bananas and avocados on it. I was like, we have a long day ahead of us. We cannot eat all of this.
So we're at Mondongo, so we had to order the signature dish, Mondongo soup. It's actually soup with cow's stomach. I'm a little nervous. I've never eaten cow's stomach before. But it comes with a ton of sides. We have a plate of rice, banana, and avocado, lime, toppings for the soup, and an arepa, of course.
I ordered a very popular soup here in the state of Antigua. It is called ajica, and it is a chicken and potato soup, and it smells an awful lot like chicken noodle soup.
Pregunta, what goes on here?
¿Le gusta el picante?
Sí.
Sí.
Perfecto.
El cilantro también, si le gusta.
Sí.
But I have alcaparra, which I don't know what it is, but I'm adding it because it's recommended, and crema, which I'm guessing makes an already very delicious soup even more delicious. These limes are so juicy. You ready?
Yeah.
That is absolutely awesome. It is so delicious. I can't wait to share it with you, Alicia. You're gonna love it.
It's so like warm. I want to eat it when I'm sick in bed. Or like when it's been raining. That would have been perfect. So good. Here we go. Trying cow's stomach for the first time. Never thought I'd say that. It's really good. Honestly, if you never told me that it was cow's stomach, would never know. It's delicious. Nice and hearty.
Wow, that is a hearty. First of all, that is the biggest bite of anything I've ever taken. So it took me about 15 minutes to chew, but it's delicious, and I don't know, it just feels like a very unexplainable soup, apparently.
This is a little piece of the cow's stomach, and it's honestly like really chewy and like squishy. So the arepa comes with like every meal that you order here in Colombia, and it's like a cornmeal biscuit, kind of. They're not my favorite, but they're pretty good. Terrible day to wear a belt. Oh, I surrender. We just finished lunch and I am so full, and it makes sense because lunch is the biggest meal of the day here in Colombia, and we had so much food and I don't know how we're gonna keep going, but the show must go on. Now we're on to my favorite meal of the day, snacks. Our first snack is going to be Buñuelos. They're like little cheesy dough balls that are usually eaten for Christmas and often for breakfast too. And it's neither of those things, but we're still gonna try them. This place, Buñuelos Supremo, right behind me, has been in business for over 20 years and everyone just loves their Buñuelos. So we ordered 2 Buñuelos and 1 large soda. We have to be careful here in Colombia because large is very different than what we're used to in America. But total, this cost us like $1.25. Buñuelo.
Ready?
Yeah. I like them. They're really fluffy on the inside. It's like a donut without sugar and hints of cheese. It's really good. It's like a savory donut. I like it. Time to find some more food. More street food. We got an empanada con carne y papas. So meat and potatoes. The empanadas in Colombia are actually fried empanadas. All over the world they're usually baked. So it's like a pie pastry on the outside, and they usually bake it so it's nice and flaky. Here we go. So we've had fresh empanadas before here in Colombia, and they're way better because they're hot and not as hard, I guess you could say. Do you want a bite?
Of course I do.
With the sauce. The sauce is actually really good.
The sauce is actually very delicious, and the empanada is good, but I think it is better if you get them fresh because the ones we had in Jardín that came right out of oil were absolutely delicious.
We also got a pastel de pollo, which is basically the same thing as an empanada, but we fell in love with them in Jardín, and they were a little different than this one. This one is fried, and the one we had in Jardín was a baked one with like a delicious pie pastry around it, and the chicken stuffing was amazing. So we're gonna try this one too, just to see, because this is a pretty common street food here in Colombia.
I like this better than I like the empanada. It's actually very delicious, and I think it's because she heated it up, but also the outer coat tastes just like Fritos.
And the chicken filling is really good. Actually, I like it.
There are many ways to close out a day, but one of our favorites by far since traveling is a rooftop and a sunset over whatever city we are staying in. And that's why we came to MB Rooftop.
I'm excited. We are at NV Rooftop overlooking the city skyline here in El Poblado, and it is beautiful and busy. We got sushi. Kind of spicy. I think this sauce right here is really spicy. finished up the Envy Rooftop Hotel here in El Poblado and had amazing views. We didn't really see the sunset because we couldn't sit at any of the benches along the edge because we're only a two-person party and both the two-person party booths were taken. So we still had a great spot and a great time up there. This bar is located at the top of the Charlie Hotel and it is absolutely beautiful and the sushi was delicious. But I'm still kind of hungry.
You're still hungry?
I know.
That's right, coffees. Not at all what we had in mind. We were thinking dessert, maybe a churro, and then there's this Asian restaurant that we really loved, so we stopped by there, but they're closed unfortunately due to curfew. So that is all the eating we are allowed to do today. So we hope you enjoyed dining out with us here in Medellin. And if you did, please hit the like button so many times until you're exhausted. And if you want to stamp your passport with us again,
make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
real soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.